Hello, Internet. I think I'm live. I hope so. Let's go to the phone and make sure. To the phone and sound working. Let's see if I can see myself on YouTube. I beg your pardon in advance. I'm a little ill, so I may cough once in a while, or even sneeze. Let's see if it's working. And it is. Hello. Hello, everyone. That's an interesting video I'd like to watch. Let's send it to myself. How do I send myself a video? Like this. Okay. Now, before we start, there are a couple last things I forgot to do, which is first check what the colors of the Austrian flag are. Oh, there are already people in the chat. Attention, this evening we have a completely different chat layout. Oh, right, that's one of the things I should do. Before I put the chat on the screen, I see at least 3 people here already. I've been live for, what, 2 minutes and a half? Hi, Bojan. Hi, Vanya Plehati. And hi, Angelos Philip M. Bojan, yes, I will be reacting to rehearsals in a few minutes. Another person entered the chat, Maria Bodnar. Hello. Let's see. Before I put the chat on the screen, there is something I need to do so you can, so the elements I don't want there won't appear. YouTube chat. Oh no, I'm in the wrong language. Bojan, how should I say your name? Is it Bojan? Wait for your reply. Yes, Vanya, I like Croatia too. And Ukraine, in the case of Maria. YouTube chat. OBS. I don't know how to explain to you right now, but it's not like that. I'm sorry, Bojan, if you Bojan or whatever, Boyan maybe Boyan. I'll try. I'll pronounce it differently every time until I get it right. Yes, it's Boyan. Okay, Boyan. Welcome. I am Vanya, she says. Okay. Let's see, how do I make the chat look better? I think it's this one. Is it? Oh, I have to try to copy this part. Where's my phone mount? Let's put it here in front of the camera, in a place where you don't see it, but I do. Then go here, studio mode. Where's the chat? The chat is here. And then I can Oh, it's actually here. Let's see if this does the trick. Yeah, she says. What are you nyetting, Vanya? Let's see. This is not what I wanted. Okay, I can't. Oh, am I pronouncing your name wrong too? Is it Vanja? Okay, Vanja. Jess, she says. Okay, I think oh, just one last thing. Okay, let's put the chat on the screen, and you can see there is a completely different layout this evening. Oh, for the Eurovision week, I made this little logo, animated logo, and now, sorry, where's the? They said, oh, now the screen is divided by half. I'm looking at the chat. Great. Okay. So, Boyan asks, what is your favorite before you react to rehearsals? That's the problem. I don't have one favorite. I have several. Romania, Czechia, Croatia. What is this doing here? Romania, Croatia, Czechia. I think these are my top 3. Right? Am I forgetting something? Denmark is also up there. I don't know if with the other 3 or just a tiny bit lower, but Denmark is also, I like it a lot. So this is before I watch the rehearsals, and we'll see if that will hold on until the end of this evening. Yes, you did it, says Angelos Philip. What did I do? Come on, girl, you can do it. What can I do? Or are you talking to someone else? Sorry. Okay. It's yeah, Lelek is the Croatians. I love them. I saw their interview with in the official Eurovision podcast during this weekend, and they are as gracious as they are good at singing. You better. I mean, you put the chat on the screen. Yes, I had to do it. I mean, it's part of what this channel is now. I don't think there are a lot of reactioneers who do that, right? At least not in this fashion. Okay, last thing before I start is actually, yeah, there's no point in activating the lights behind me because they're off screen anyway. So yeah, no point in doing that thing. Okay, so let's start. What is going to happen is I saw there are 3 videos on the official Eurovision channel with recaps of all the different rehearsals. I'll put them on the screen on my other side, or maybe on the whole screen, and I'll react to each song by the order they are there. Okay, should we start? Or do you have anything to warn me about or spoil before I start? Where's part 1? This is part 1. I'll have it full screen because this evening I'm going for I'm using YouTube and not video files like I did the whole season. Nobody is saying anything. So, for the time being, I'm moving from this layout to... So what do you think? Who can win? Well, Vanja, before watching the rehearsals, I think Finland, according to the bets, are the winners. I mean, the margin there is so big that I don't know if it's even worth considering anyone else. Like last year, I had a bet with someone at work on who wins Eurovision. He said Austria, I said someone else. Sorry, I said Austria is not going to win. I didn't even have to say who wins. And I lost. So I bought him a lunch at one of our favorite restaurants. This year, we both said we believe Finland is going to take it. So we bet on who has the best chances of taking the second place. I think eventually I bet on either, why did I say Romania or Croatia? And he bets on Greece or Denmark, I believe. Or France. I have to ask him tomorrow. I don't remember what we said, but I believe that the top 5 will include Finland, Romania, and either Croatia or Czechia. One of the two will surely be in the top 5. Okay, let's start. The first rehearsal recap. Sorry, the speed is all wrong. It's 1.5x. Let's take it down to 1x. Okay, let's go. Let's move here. Oh, by the way, I have to explain what you're seeing there. Since I'm trying to save enough money from this so that this hobby pays for itself, and the first thing I need is a new camera, because this one I bought only 6 months ago, or even less, and it's not as good as I thought. I need a new camera. The new camera I want costs a lot of money, so I'm trying to earn enough money to buy the camera, and practically none of my streams so far have been monetized because YouTube has this annoying ID thing that if it recognizes any video clip on the screen, it demonetizes the stream. So I'm trying this flying Eurovision icons filter to confuse YouTube's content ID thing so I can monetize the stream and make a few bucks to buy a new camera. And if you want to help me buy a new camera without me having to count on not being demonetized with the ads, you can actually, let's show it on screen. That's odd. I'm missing a button on my Stream Deck. So let's do this. And you can go down there and click the subscribe so you know when I'm live. Like, dislike, tell me why in the comments. Most importantly, the thanks button, which lets you give me some money so I can buy that new expensive 4K camera that I want to start using. Okay, now let's start reacting. Something here sounds off to me. Let's restart. Yep. Okay. I don't know if everything is going to be like this, but this was not live. I mean, the video was live. The audio was completely pre-recorded. This was a studio version. What we just heard was not their live vocals. 100% sure. But it looks like a fun performance, which annoys me because I hate this song and I wish that it doesn't qualify for the final. I think anything over 15th place, 13th in its semi-final will be too high for this garbage. Let's add you to the screen. Where do I have everything? Now we have everything. Can you see the chat or is it too small? I'm trying to look at my phone so I can see what you're seeing on your screens. Let's see. How does it look here? Okay, on a phone screen you can't see the chat. Sorry. But if you're watching me on a computer, you can see the chat, I think. Thank you, Boyan. I'm happy to hear that you can see the chat. Robotic back vocal. Yeah, it wasn't just robotic, it was just a playback. This was not real. Okay, in the meantime, Vanja said, I will be honest, and I never sing that Croatia. Or she never thinks that Croatia can win because we have a small country. Should I remind you that 25 years ago, Estonia, which is a smaller country than you, won Eurovision, and then the following year Latvia? Both tiny countries in European terms. I've been to one of them. I've seen how the national airport looks. A country with an airport that is the size of my parents' house is not a country that won Eurovision because it's big. It's if Estonia won Eurovision, sorry, Latvia. I was in Riga. Riga. If they can win Eurovision, any country can do it. Even Moldova. Not with this song, hopefully. Every time it's the same country, says Vanja. Look, says Vanja. Look at what? I am looking. I have to say the filters look absolutely gorgeous. It took like an hour to set them up, but creepy. What's creepy? Why can't I control the size of the chat on the screen? Maybe I should try it again. No, not in the middle of the stream. For tomorrow, I hope to have the chat a bit bigger. Okay, if you don't have anything to say about Moldova, I'll continue watching the rest. Okay, Sweden, I hate the song. I said it 100 times, I think. Not the first time that I hate Sweden's song and everyone else seems to love it. I think it's, what, 6th or 7th in the bets. I see you don't like that much First two. No, not my favorites. I think maybe the first 10 minutes I'll go do something else. Because I have better things to do than to listen to these two songs. Again, the sound in the first 2 seconds, I thought it was live, but then I changed my mind. I think this was also a playback, a Club Laser show vibe. Yes, I have to say, Sweden always has a good show. I won't be. They will qualify for sure for the final. Like with this kind of performance, they're qualifying. If I like the song and if I don't, it doesn't matter. They're qualifying. The question is where they can get in the final. And I hope the answer to that is not very far, because I think the music is more important than the show. And as much as I like laser shows, and specifically the one in the late Erich von Däniken's old museum, Mystery Park in Interlaken, I don't like that they're using it to hide that the song doesn't have any musical merit. Boyan, do you mean in the rehearsals, right? Oh, no. Yeah, or in general, I know most countries today are using playback vocals because ever since COVID in 2021, to let countries have less people on stage, the EBU allowed backing vocals to be pre-recorded. Only the soloist must be live. Until COVID, every human voice had to be live on stage, and only the instruments were pre-recorded. And now you can pre-record everything except the vocalist. What else are you saying? 7-8 says Livius. What, songs 7-8 or 7-8 points from you? Just so you know, says Boyan. Yeah, I know. Vanja says, I don't know, but I should remind you that we can win Baby Lasagna. Yeah, you came very close. So actually, I would prefer if you didn't come second with Baby Lasagna, because that was not your best song. Even the year after that, what's his name, Marko Božniak was way better musically, in my opinion. Didn't even qualify for the final. I don't know why. I didn't love the song, but it had way more musical merit. It was interesting. It was engaging. The performance was just hard to watch. It was too much. But the musically, it was a very interesting entry. I would be happy if that got higher than Baby Lasagna. Both of them named Malko, by the way. Malko and Malko. Malko with K and Malko with C. Like reversed. The first Malko was with C. The Malko Božniak is with a K. I was thinking about this song. Okay, let's move on. Lelek! Drama. I love the song. I think again the audio was the playback. I'm guessing that they don't want to reveal the artist's vocal performances just yet. To not sway people's opinion before the live shows. So we are going to probably not hear any live vocals in these rehearsals tonight, but the performance looks very impressive on one hand, but very, very, like Marko Božniak's performance 2 years ago, it's hard to watch. Sorry, it wasn't 2 years ago, it was last year. Too much, like, there are performances that should have, how is this? There's a health thing that many older people have. Epilepsy, I think it's called. This performance should have an epilepsy warning before it starts because too many flashing lights and very fast flashing lights. It doesn't. I mean, I can watch it without getting any epileptic episodes, but it's still not my favorite thing to watch. You should have just more visual stuff than just. It's not fun to watch. Let's read a few messages. First song, says Vanja. France winner, says Ludo. Vienna. Vienna is a kind of sausage, I think. It's good, says Bojan, sorry. Impressive few years ago, could win with this, says Livius. With Lelek? I think they still can. No, they are playing live. I'm pretty sure that was not live. And I have very, very good hearing, like musically. Romania says Mihail Gadalian. Hello from Greece, says Sofia. You're going to hit me in a few seconds because I'm going to react to Greece's performance. They singing live. You will see when Serbia come. Okay, we'll see. Let's react to Greece.
Nunca fracaso, no al límite todo lo arrasó. Κυνηγάω τα πάντα μέχρι να τα φτάσω. Θέλω ένα στέμα και ένα θρόνο. Κυνηγάω τα φρακάσω, no al límite todo lo arrasó. Κυνηγάω τα πάντα μέχρι να τα φτάσω.
This is live by the acoustics alone. Okay. And he sounds like he does it pretty effortlessly.
Θέλω ένα στέμα και ένα θρόνο να κάτσω. Ένα μπλοκ επίδαγων και τσέξε όλους θα γράψω. Φέρε μου ένα ποτό που θέλω να ξεδιψάσω. Κερτά όλα, πάλι δεν θα χορτάσω. Real estate, φερτώ, σασίμι του να φερτώ. Χρυσό ρολόγια.
What's going on? Periscope, not periscope, kaleidoscope. Okay, that was very interesting. I don't like the song. Greek people scrutinize me a lot for not liking the song. Sorry, I preferred last year's Greek entry. But this performance is good. It's qualifying for sure. It will be in the top 10, like 100%. Hello from Jerusalem, my brother. Hello, no Heroes 3 this evening, or VCMI, as it's called in my version. I think Greece is my guilty pleasure for this year, says First Speak. Mine is something else. It's live, all of them, says Boyan. I don't think so. That Lelek didn't sound live to me at all. And again, I have a very good ear for that thing. That's true. COVID has changed. Yeah, COVID changed a lot of things in Eurovision. Just some will use playback, says Boyan. Greece song is funny, says Livius. It is funny, but musically, I don't see the merit in it. My sound is not good, says my brother. When I watched myself with my phone, it sounded great. Anyone else having problems with the sound? With my sound? Our best has been Jack Holden. Who's Jack Holden? I don't even remember that name. What year was that? How was the song called? Please react to Romania whenever it comes. But too many cartoons, says Livius. I actually think that's the funny part. Everyone will tell you it's live, says Boyan. No, I have to change the resolution of the chat on screen. It looks tiny, absolutely tiny. I can barely read it. I have to like lean into the screen, and I have a 30-inch screen. I see chat, says Boyan. Vanja says yes. Yes, you mean my sound is not good or my sound is good? Maybe because I am young and sick. Boyan. Let's wait a few seconds for people to tell me if I have to change something with the sound. I need to make sure you can hear me and the music. So this is not... so this is fun to watch, because it won't be fun if you can't hear anything. Let's play with the logo a bit. Wait till you see the whole performance. Yeah, on Tuesday, Sofia. Daleko od Pogdieda. That name doesn't tell me anything too, Vanja. What year was it? Was it before 2002? Because before two... Yeah, so I didn't watch Eurovision before 2002. Did you see Ukraine rehearsal video? Not yet. That is coming up, I think, in a bit. For now, let's put the absolutely gorgeous, says Mr. Mad, about Ukraine. Yeah, I mean, the first time when I reacted to Ukraine, I loved it, and I didn't love it enough. Like, afterwards, when I listened to it again and again and again, every time I love it more. Like, this is an absolutely beautiful, amazing, perfect song. I just think the ending is too early. Like, it should have went on. Like, in the national final, there's no law that says the song has to be 3 minutes. When I started watching Eurovision, songs were usually 3.5 minutes before Eurovision. Or my second Eurovision favorite ever, 2002, France, was 4 minutes before Eurovision, and then in Eurovision they just skipped one of the verses to make it 3 minutes. Did you see New Look? New Look by who? What is the story about Switzerland being mad at Finland? I didn't quite understand. I have no idea what you're talking about. I guess that will... This evening I'm only watching rehearsals, so no stories about news. But in the coming days, I'll have a live show like this every single day. And in some of them, I'll be reacting to news. So maybe then I'll see the story about Switzerland and Finland, and we'll discuss what's going on there. Red dress. I guess I'll see it here in a few seconds, Vanja. Okay, let's see what this is. Portugal! I absolutely love this song. You hear it's live, yes? No. This could have been live or not live. it was very hard to tell. Watching rehearsal Ukraine video, the camera emotional, so crazy. Yep, I guess I'll say it in a bit. Sorry. Oh, it's already 8.5, and I've only. Oh yeah, I've reached the middle of the long one, the long recap, and we have 2 more parts after that. Let's continue. Now complete with Mother Nature. It's song beautiful. Oh, is this what's coming up? No, that doesn't seem like Luxembourg's song. But let's see what this is. Okay, this is live. Okay, cool. The background was done by AI. And the song is about AI. But it's odd that there are only 3 people on stage. With the clip of this song, I expected them to try to use the 6 people allowance on stage and make it look even bigger by like something like this in the background that makes it look like there are like robots dancing with them. Actually, in the past, there was a song that wasn't about AI that used a robot to add a 7th person on stage when it wasn't allowed. It was about 20 years ago. It was a very long time ago, and the song was no good. But it was funny to see a robot on the Eurovision stage. Okay, I like the song. The performance is alright, but it's not impressive. Not as impressive as it could be, for sure. I think they could have done way more than this. This is underwhelming. It will probably qualify for the final, but in the final it will be under 20. So it will have 2 in the deca digit. Is that how it's called? The left digit in a double digit number. This was bad, says Boyan. I think it's not AI. I'm pretty sure it is. It totally looks like AI. It's CGI or something like that. But it's CGI done by AI. That is cat. What cat? Costumes are creepy. I think they're fine. Not something impressive, but mundane. I mean, not mundane, but they lack some flair. There's something lacking there. I don't know. I think this performance is not enough. Finland, the lady with the violin. I know who Finland is. Linda Lampenius and Pete. I think I thought it was pronounced Pete, but of course Finland it's pronounced Pete. Was allowed to play live the instrument, but Switzerland was refused. Oh, right. I guess this is a very hard point for me personally. I think I'll talk about it later, okay? When we get to Finland. Mihail, I'll talk about the violin thing when we watch Finland's rehearsal. It looks like all performances have the same formula this year. First minutes on the main stage, and then the end use the walkway. A bit boring. Yeah, I totally agree. It's predicted to not qualify, and I agree with that. Oh, is Georgia predicted to not qualify? I thought they were in the last in the second 10 between 11 and 20 overall in the bets. Vanja says okay. 2-1. Good evening, says Bjorn. Hi, Bjorn. Welcome. Let's continue to the next song. Oh, Finland. Live.
Miten tunteet vois jäädyttää? Sä oot.
Is that all? I wanted to see more. Okay, so this was Finland. And now we can talk, Mihail, about Finland's thing. Mihail or Mihaela? The thing with Finland is, until 1998, Eurovision had an orchestra in front of the stage, and the orchestra played the music live for each and every song, and for each song, there was a conductor for the country performing. In 1999, Israel hosted Eurovision in Jerusalem in a hall that wasn't big enough to contain a stage, an orchestra, and the audience. So they made a pact with the EBU, and some countries just said the orchestra thing was getting old. We're getting to the millennium, 2000, and the bug 2K, and we should start using playbacks. And then they canceled the orchestra and said only vocals should be live. Everything else must be pre-recorded. So even if you have some instruments on stage, you are not allowed to actually play. Like, even if you're a real violin player, like Linda Lampenius, you have to put the microphone away from whatever instrument you're playing while you're playing it. So, for example, in 2007, the second year Moldova participated in Eurovision, they had what's her name? She was their representative 2 years ago again. Come on. 14th place in semi-final and like 30 in all. Wow, Georgia is very low. Oh, it's changed. It's okay, perfect. They were focusing more on his pecs than anything. I mean, for me, that's fine. I love this thing, his pecs. I still do not like this Finland song. I do. I put violin in a minor key song, and I like it. I think violins are great in minor key. They are not great at major key. So Alexander Rybak, who had a major key song, major key means happy, I didn't like that. Right? His song was major key? How did it go? How did Alexander Rybak say? Oh no, it wasn't major key. It was minor key, the first one. I still didn't like it. But overall, violins sound best in minor key songs. For major key, I think the best instrument in the world is a dulcimer. And if you don't know what a dulcimer is, let's show it on the screen. I have to I just have to show you what a dulcimer is. Kunst live. Schlof Nomeni. Just making a little detour. This is a dulcimer. Show the dulcimer. Let's go back a little bit. Come on, show Christoph. Why from the back? Why? I love that sound.
Dank u wel voor de wonderjury, hoop ik met u.
best instrument for major key songs ever. I'm addicted to that sound. Okay, let's go back to this. Sorry for the detour, I just had to. So, like I was saying, Moldova in 2007 had a singer who is also a violin player. They also had her 2 years ago in 2024. What's her name? And she plays violin in the middle of the song. And the dancers had to take the microphone away so that the violin isn't heard live during the performance, because it's not allowed by the EBU, which is stupid. She does play the violin. She is a real violin player. Why not let her play it on stage? I never understood that rule. It's stupid. So Linda is the first person in history to get that okay from the EBU. I guess it's because her song was written first for the violin and only then for the singer, because she is a violin player first, and she's not a singer at all. And Pete was only added to the song. But that also doesn't make sense, because in 2009 in Russia, Slovenia, I think, sent a band of string players. 5 of them, I think they were, or 4 or 5. They were called something in Italian. The song was called Love Symphony. No, I have to show it now. Eurovision 2000. No, not here. In the YouTube search. Because this was for me the moment that Eurovision started being corrupt, like absolutely corrupt. Eurovision 2009. Love Symphony. Blah. Of course I mistyped. Qualtissimo. This song, if I start so until almost 2 minutes into the song, you barely hear the singer making a noise, because this song was originally written as an instrumental piece, and then the Slovenian TV told the band, you cannot play without a singer, you have to bring a singer. So they brought the singer, who, by the way, has been in Eurovision again as a soloist in some other year. And Martina, what year was she in Eurovision? About 10 years after that. And they brought her, so they performed together in the national final. And then no one bothered to tell the players that in Eurovision, they are not allowed to connect their instruments to the microphones on stage. And when they got to Russia and they were already there, they were told they can't play live. And you could see on their faces, they were so angry at the whole contest, at the whole thing. I think the fact Linda is the first person in 27 years to get an okay to play live on stage is an atrocity. There are so many gifted, real musicians going to Eurovision every single year. Why not hear them play? Alexander Ryba could play the violin live on stage. The Moldovan lady, whose name I don't currently remember, she plays live. Iceland had Greta Salome. She played violin in 2012 on stage, and you could see she had to to take 3 steps back from the microphone so you couldn't hear the violin in the performance. Why? She is playing it. Let her stay in front of the microphone. Okay, let's go back to this year's songs. Michaela. Okay. Two voice in one man, says Vanja. True. Same story, a good one, but because is the same all time, no changes, looks for me just like a theater performance, a perfect mime. Andromeda says Vanja, yeah, I love the song. Dalim. What's Dalim? Guitar is better, says Livius. Guitar is fun, but I love violins and dulcimers. Daleko od pogleda Andromeda. Oh, that's the words they are singing. Sounds great. The fact they give her permission is not bad, but the moment of doing it is bad. Yeah, I think it should have been done years ago. If you have a real player that is not playing a plastic replica of an instrument, it should be connected to the systems in the hall. A free advertisement for Finland just before the contest. What do you mean? That was a message that was deleted here. Oh, you can see it here. And this was offered by EBU. After first hour, after violin permission, odds for Finland grew from with 2 to 3%. I don't think it should affect the odds. The song is good whether Linda plays live or not. Did you already talk about Belgium and Poland? Not yet. It's coming up. Let's continue. Montenegro. Okay, if there's anyone from Montenegro in the chat right now, you are going to be angry. I think there has never, ever in history been a song that has had so much buzz around, oh no, we changed everything. We know the initial song was bad. And everyone said it. The initial performance in the national final in Montenegro was grotesque. It was bad musically. It was bad visually. And they said, no, we changed the music. We changed the choreography. No, you didn't change anything. You didn't change a thing. It's exactly the same crap. It's a waste because it's not a bad song, but it's just... This is not qualifying. This is not qualifying. No chance in hell this is qualifying. The performance of Montenegro is very aggressive. Don't know if juries will like this. Luckily, they have Serbia and Croatia. Are you implying they will get points just for being neighbors and not for having a good song? Bjorn? I'll wait for you to actually answer that before I go on. Yes. Bjorn, where are you from? Is the delay that long? I'm from Sweden. Okay. Did you, Swedes, never get points from Norway or Finland just for being neighbors? You're just as guilty in this as Montenegro is. So you don't have any right to scrutinize them. Okay. I made my point. I can move on. Ooh.
But here I am with you.
Yes.
Spark between us, broke the block for us. Too epic to be true. My life was on control. Your rebel rock and roll before you came to me.
Okay, remember what I said about Montenegro 2 minutes ago? Estonia is the complete opposite. They had no buzz about the song. They did talk a bit about how it was a bit underwhelming in the national final, and they made a few changes. And they have. I like Vanilla Ninja. Like I said, I voted for them in 2005 when they represented Switzerland with Cool Vibes. I was very disappointed by their entry in its original version this year. This version, like it sounds right now, is fun. Until just a moment ago, I was willing to bet money on the fact Estonia will come last this year under Montenegro. Now I think they actually have a slight chance of qualifying for the final. And this is a big change for me. I didn't think there was any chance in hell that was going to happen. Bjorn says, yeah, but I don't say this is a problem. It will definitely help them. Yeah, well, you're right about that part. Estonia is non-qualifier, says Boyan. I think that they have a slight chance with the new version. The old version was certainly a non-qualifier. Yeah, Bjorn also agrees that they are not going to qualify. ABBA vibes. No. ABBA is a different genre. A 10 place is possible. 10 in the final or in the semi? Estonia este año fatal. What does that mean? Do I have translation here? Semi. 10th, yeah, that makes sense. I also think they can be 10th in their semi. Now, just barely, but I think it can happen in a certain circumstance. Estonia este año fatal. Estonia is year final. I have no idea. I don't have my translation.
Michel, je te laisse partir. Adieu ma belle.
What's that?
Je te laisse partir, mais je t'aime. La reine des problèmes. Michel, Michel, Michel.
He sounds better live than in the recording.
Michel. Aïe, 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 aïe. Aïe, 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 aïe. Walking down Florentine, ocean eyes memories.
Okay, this is the end of the first batch of rehearsals. Israel, I was very rough, very hard on my country when I watched the original clip. And in the last week and a half, it started growing on me. And now that I'm seeing how the live looks, yeah, I think it will be very high. Like in the top 10 for sure, by the odds. And diamond, yeah, that definitely looks like a diamond ordered on AliExpress or even Temu. Diamond looks cheap. Israel really grow on me too, says Bjorn. Yeah, I actually had, I was driving a few days ago a rental car, and I was listening to the Eurovision playlist. And when this song came, I suddenly felt something I didn't feel the previous times I listened to this song. And it made me so happy and so sad that I suddenly found myself wiping a tear from my eye. I don't even know why. Mi preferido Israel con Michel. Michael says. Mar Alvarez Magaz. Place 7-8 for final, maybe. You're wrong. Israel gets to the top 5 no matter what because we are campaigning on pity votes from people that like us for fighting Iran or just having missiles shot at our houses every single day for 2.5 years until a few weeks ago. Oh. Okay, this started without me realizing. Sorry. Let's go to the start. Bjorn, I predict 3rd to 5th place. Yeah, that makes way more sense. I don't think it deserves 3rd to 5th. I think it deserves like 7th, maybe, or like a bit under 5, because my top 5 are currently, before watching all the rehearsals, Finland, Croatia, Romania, Denmark, and what was the 5th one? I don't remember. I think that Israel will be high on jury, but around middle ranking in televote. Doidrumeti, it's the other way around. The juries give Israel very low points, and the audience gives us 370,000 points. Again, because of that campaign for pity votes, not because it doesn't. Even if we send someone that just stands on the stage and shuts up for 3 minutes, we will get 270,000 points from the televote. Okay, let's go on. She sounds amazing. This is a very, very nice performance, vocally and visually. They're qualifying for sure, I think, this year. Belgium did have 2 non-qualifiers in the previous 2 years. Each one of them very surprising because they were both very good songs. I think this year they are going to qualify for sure. Bjorn says Belgium also a grower, like the staging concept with the ice and fire. Borderline qualify for me. Borderline? I think it will qualify for sure. Belgium will have a decent jury score. Not sure about televote. Yeah, I can agree about that.
Solo quiero más. Solo quiero más. Even if we're living in a mad world, even if we're standing as the sky falls, solo quiero más. Solo quiero más. Dolor y alegría, así es.
Okay, I'm sorry to disappoint anyone from Lithuania watching. I do like the song. I do like the concept. But I think Leo sounds, it's not his real name, right? It's Leonidas something. He sounds very forced, I think is the right term to define it. Like is at least in the belting part. When he moved to a whisper, it sounded way more natural. When he was belting, it sounded like he was. I don't want to say it out loud, but like he needed to go to the toilet. Odds are really bad for them, says Livius about Belgium. Anything about Lithuania, people? Does no one have anything to say about Lithuania? Oh my god, I've been up for over an hour already. Not my type of song, but will qualify, says Bjorn. I hope so. Is not for a concert. Probably true, Livius. This song is much better as a studio recording video clip than live. I guess if he looks like Data, they thought that he should sound like Data. I think there was a joke here that I absolutely missed. Let's take a look. Oh my god, Boy George is actually on the stage. Funny that she is wearing more of a... Why is the quality so bad? Of course, damn YouTube. Real full HD is only for paying subscribers. This is oh, that hat looks ridiculous. And the fact he's wearing a dress with a fancy vest. Like what? What the hell is going on? Who designed that costume? Boy George looks like he was dressed by someone blind. I don't want to badmouth a singer as well known as Boy George, but for someone as with such a wide name recognition as Boy George, all you have to sing here is one note. It's na 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 na. It's one note. It's not hard to do, and he can't.
All the girls on the dance floor freaking insane.
And he sounds tired. And he looks tired. Look at his movements. He said in the Eurovision podcast something about his Boyan liked my reaction to San Marino. This is terrible, says Bjorn. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not a very bad song, but it's just not interesting. I guess that if he looks... sorry, that's about Lithuania. I guess UK will have nul point. Don't know if they ever were so low ranked. The UK were way lower in previous years. Actually, this year they are pretty high in the bets. At least last time I checked, which was like a week ago or even just 5 days ago. But yeah, San Marino not qualifying. I said it in my initial reaction. Every time a big name comes to Eurovision, the result is embarrassing and ruins their international career. Boy George is no different. The curse lives on. Bye, Boy George. It was nice knowing you. You're not going to be so loved after this. Or appreciated. A song telling us about what superstar is George Boy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about his career except his name, so... but I understand the joke. What is null? I only know 0. Really, Boyan? Have you ever watched Eurovision? Nul point. or nil point in French, is 0 points. Bangarang of Revamp, says Beresin. I guess that will be coming up in a bit.
Recovery ain't nothing new. Front page of your news, there ain't nothing you can do.
Ooh.
Nothing you can do. In my air, I know my era, so stay out of my way. Dropping all the number ones with flags on my hands. Honey, I'm trying to stay where the sky ends. Paving my own ways with one important phrase. Pray.
Yeah, my opinion about this didn't change. What? Something is wrong. Oh, okay. I thought I was disconnected for a few seconds. What's her name? The Polish singer? Not Vanessa. Alicia. She sounds great. She's a great singer. But the song is boring. This is a song for church, not a song for Eurovision. I don't see anyone voting for her. I don't see her qualifying, which is too bad because she's so good. She's so good. Yeah, Doidrumeti, I agree. Yeah, Bojan, you're right. And the Polish diaspora? I don't know. After rehearsals, I have this qualifying. Really? I don't think so. It is a cute performance. Much better than, by the way, 2 years ago when they had, what was the name? The girl with a voice that sounded exactly like Anne Noah. What was the name? It was just the first name. Nuna? She had giant chest pieces on the stage. The name of the song was Tower? The Tower? I loved the song. The performance was absolutely... Luna, yeah, exactly. This is the opposite. It's an interesting performance for a great singer with good vocals. Luna was a good song with a horrible performance. I think both, just like Luna didn't qualify, Alicia is not qualifying as well. And it's, I mean, maybe she will come back in another 2 years like she did after 2020, when she was supposed to represent Poland in the cancelled Eurovision Song Contest. I won't mind at all hearing her again because she has such a tremendously pleasurable voice. Like listening to her is a joy. Serbia. Okay, this is a non-qualifier. I have to say, the sound of the Serbian song is way better on Eurovision stage than it was in the national final. It sounds way more dramatic. But the performance is terrible. The elements we saw, I have to show you what I'm talking about. We have this. Wait a second. Flashing lights with shaking cameras. And then random fire pyrotechnics going off around the stage with no connection to the music are two effects that have been tried by two other countries very unsuccessfully. The random fireworks was tried by Albania in 2011, was it, in Düsseldorf in Germany, with what was the name? Not Alta Boca. Alta Boca was 2007 or 8. What was the name? Bojan says, for me, this is Q, obviously, my country. I'm sorry, but no. I do like the song a bit, but this performance is not qualifying. Can you tell your 10 qualifiers of semi-final 1 now? I'm curious. You will see. Have I gone through every song in this first semi-final? I think I have. So let's check. I don't remember the list. That's the problem. Eurovision.tv. So the fires were attempted by what was the name? The song was called I sing my song in the echo flows, and wherever I go, I just want you to know. It's like a needle in the open sky. I never left. I'm flying high. Let me share my song with you. Feel the Passion was the name of the song. I don't remember the name of the song. They tried the random fires all over the stage. It didn't qualify. And the shaking cameras was tried by Croatia last year with Marko Božnjak. Didn't qualify. This is just... Again, musically, this song has a lot of merit to it. But when people watch TV and they see this, they are not going to pick up the phone and vote for this. It hurts my eyes to look at it. It looks terrible. It sounds good and looks terrible. And looks are more important than sound in Eurovision. I think it's borderline. I love metal. I like Serbia. I'm Romanian. So neighbors, says the guy with a Romanian name. And I hope they will make it to final. I kind of hope so too, but I don't believe it can. Bojan says it will stand out. That's for sure. But I think Romania, I haven't seen the Romanian rehearsal yet. But from the early versions, I think the Romanian song is going to be much better and have a much higher chance of qualifying. It's also much higher in the bets. It needs fire. Maybe, but not like this. When you have that like around the stage at random, with like it doesn't have anything to do with the tempo. You just, no one cares. Even Bojan agrees that Romania is top 5. Neighbors again. Okay, so let's go over the list of this first semi-final. Where's the list? First semi-final, let's see. So, now I can tell you my top 10 from this semi-final. Number 1. It's a tough one. 1 and 2 are Croatia and Finland. The order, I don't know. I love both of them. I absolutely love both of their songs. So 1 and 2 are Croatia and Finland. I can tell you which one is 1 and which one is 2. Number 3. I have to say Portugal. Like this song gives me so much joy. Like every single time when that song starts, I know most people think it's boring. For me, that song is an absolute, like, the fact it was chosen to be in Eurovision is a miracle because it's so different and so, it's just, it's perfect in its own way. So Finland, Croatia. I said what was number 3? Portugal. 4. Israel. I would say Israel. Then 5. I would put Belgium probably, which is surprising for me because Belgium is a song I didn't care about. Estonia, no. Estonia is not 6. Actually, with a performance, Estonia 6. Lithuania 7th. Poland 8th. Serbia 9th. Georgia 10th. This is my top 10 from this final. The songs that I believe will qualify without like not my preference, but what I think will happen. Moldova is qualifying. Sweden is qualifying. Both songs I do not want to hear ever again, but they will qualify for sure. Croatia will qualify. Greece will qualify. Portugal will not, unfortunately, but I love the song. I don't fucking care about what other people think. Yeah. Finland will qualify. Israel will qualify. Serbia, okay, will qualify because Estonia, I think, will qualify. Montenegro will not. Belgium will qualify and Lithuania will qualify. These are the 10 I believe will qualify from the first semi-final. Let's see what you are saying. Let's enlarge the chat. Okay, now the chat is bigger. I can actually read this. What do you want for this scream? Asks Bojan. It needs fire. Oh, that was before. Okay. You'll be stunned, he says. Okay. I hope so. Oh, that's the Romanian guy saying that. Yes, Romania is top 5 for me, says Bojan. The Romanian and the Serbian are top ranking each other. Again, neighbors in Eurovision. Such a surprise. But yeah, both very good songs. Why show matter more sometimes than vocal performance in a contest named Song Contest? Again, it's not my preference. This is how it's been. I would prefer that the singers just stand on the stage, sing like Celine Dion did in '84 and win. I don't want the dances and the effects. They're not, I mean, I do want it when I go to see a concert. For a contest, I don't want it. But that's how it's been in years. Before I even started watching Eurovision. So don't ask me why. It's just how it is. Bojan says, I mean, it is really your personal tastes in the end. Yeah, I know. Prediction or personal choice. I just explained that, Bjorn. He's saying both for prediction and personal, I think. Yeah, exactly, Bojan. My prediction, Bjorn. Moldova, Sweden, Croatia, Greece, Finland, Israel, Lithuania, Poland, Serbia, and Montenegro, Belgium. Montenegro is not going to qualify. No chance in hell. Montenegro is not qualifying. Even if hell freezes over, Montenegro is not qualifying. The rest, yeah, very, very good, guesses, Bjorn. Bojan says, now what is your personal cue if you have the power to make them cue? From the ones that wouldn't qualify without help, of course, Portugal. Portugal is the non-qualifier the impossible qualifier that I would force to be in the final, because you can't have a real music contest without that song. This is the best music this year, in one way. Then I chose Belgium, says Bjorn. Again, I think Belgium has a good chance of qualifying without help. So they don't need like the judges' special rights to promote them. Okay, let's move to the third part of the rehearsals. Where's part 3? Do we have part 4 yet? Has it been uploaded? No, only 3. So this will be the last part for this evening. Have we even seen something from the second semi-final yet? Didn't I have Eurovision TV open like a second ago? Showing for second semi-final. No, not first, second. No, we didn't hear any one of these yet. I guess they will be in this video. Oh, wait a second, I have to move back to this mode. I think Portugal has really good chance to qualify. Bojan, I disagree about that. I hope they qualify, but I don't believe they will. Waiting for the Bangaranga, says Better Sin. I'm not. Indeed, unfortunately, very rare times a song win without a show, just for performance, says Sobral. Yeah, Sobral was a very rare occurrence in Eurovision. Okay, last part of the rehearsals.
I'm a danger, I'm a mover.
Did anybody wait for Bangaranga?
For freedom, let me light you up, let me light you up. Come on, let me pull on so deep. I'm a little weak. I'm the banger, I'm a danger.
If I didn't recognize the singer, I would think this is a completely new song. It doesn't even sound like what I remember.
I'm a danger, I'm a mover. For freedom, let me light you up, let me light you up. Come on, let me pull on so deep. I'm a little weak. I'm the banger. I'm the banger. I'm the banger.
I'm going to say something I never, ever expected to say. I hope, I mean, I know they will, but I'm actually supporting Bulgaria qualifying now. This was my biggest hate listen of the year. I hated this song. This version is amazing. It's, wow, they actually completely turned it over. They lighted me up. They lit me up. I'm lit. I know Bulgarians hate me because I was very tough with this song for a good reason. This is a completely new thing. This is not the original song. They completely rewrote the whole thing, and I love it. This is a real song now. It's not just... The original was... I counted 26 notes over and over and over again. It was boring. This is actually interesting. Yeah, I completely changed my mind about that song. It's not my favorite of the year, but she's a very good singer. She's very capable, and now the song is actually fun to listen to, which wasn't in the original. So yeah, Bulgaria, you have my support for top 10, let's say top 10 or 9. I guess they are not as good as the previous version. Why, Romanian guy? I think it's better, actually. Much, much, much better. Good revamp, says Livius. Yeah, the best revamp I've ever seen. Dance is better, says Livius. Mr. Mads says, sorry, this is not about music, it's cheap. You're probably right, but at least they improved the music part of the song by a country mile.
Açılsın sabahım gel, dert olup yaşadığım gel, yalvarırım çık gel. Beni terk et, yoruldum yalanından, beni terk et, bezmişim bu oyundan, beni terk et, kurtulun bu alovdan, beni terk et, çık benim dünyamdan.
Okay, and another surprise. This song is also a painful point for me because I like the song, but I think it's one of the most boring and mundane songs I've ever heard. But this performance is actually good. Again, they didn't revamp the music a lot, just a bit of a dramatization. And she sings very well live, actually extremely well for someone who for 20 years of her career was only a dancer and not a singer. She started, I think, dancing in the 80s and singing in 2003, she said in the interview. This is very surprising for me. I expected... My bet was Estonia and Azerbaijan at the bottom two spots in the overall list of both semifinals. And now Estonia is qualifying, I think, and Azerbaijan... I don't know if this is enough of a revamp to qualify. And I haven't heard a lot of songs from this semi-final yet, but yeah, this is way better than the video clip, that's for sure. I like it a lot. The best one performance, says Joro Ivanov about Bulgaria, I suppose. And looks like Hollywood Biv at the night. Boulevard. Added drama movie moves, says Livius. Change a little chorus language. Yeah, more Azeri here. Which is good in my opinion. I always like when there's more native languages. Like, I spoke about Albania's entries earlier, like the 2011 one. What, something with fire? Come on. Feel the passion. I preferred the original version in Albanian. And that's true for most Albanian songs. Like, even their first song in 2004, Imagine, was better than The Image of You. Both are beautiful, but the original was better. By the way, she's a tremendous singer. What's her name? Imagine. Come on, it's been so long. I have to remember what her name is. Agnieszka Shahini. I love her. Anyway, staging and performance is goodish, says the Romanian guy, but still borderline in my opinion. You're probably right, but we'll see how the rest of the songs are. We'll fight for place 10 qualifier, Olivia says. Again, so far seems logical. Beresin says, I think you should watch the Bangaranga once more just to satisfy your age. It's funny you say that because I was thinking to myself, the minute I finish streaming, I'm going to listen to that again because it was very enjoyable. Good catch, Pedersen. Ooh. What was that?
In the rain.
How do I... I know I have people in the chat from Romania and people from Serbia who are supporting Romania. Like I said, Romania is one of my top 3. And this performance shows you why. It's so freaking good. Everything here is just awesome. Like, Alexandra looks awesome. The hairdo is awesome. Those light fiber optic cables she's connected to the guitar with are awesome. The music sounds awesome. Her voice is awesome. Everything here is absolutely awesome. How does the Lego... Isn't... There's a Lego... in the Lego movie, there was a... Everything is awesome. In this song, everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. It's true. Completely true. This Romanian entry is so deserving of a win. Like, I know Finland is probably going to win, but if this wins, I will be jumping to the roof. And my apartment is very high. It's like, what, 4, 5 meters? No, not 5, 4. Or 3.5. It's more than 3. And I'll touch the freaking ceiling if this wins. I felt it, that's why you should do it. He says about Bangaraga. Romania top 3, Bettersin says. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, for me, it's like top 1, but yeah, it's certainly in the top 3. Maybe top 1. I told you you'll be stunned. I'm not stunned. I was expecting this because I know. I said it in my initial reaction. Romania is a relatively poor country from Europe, for Europe. This is why they didn't participate in the last 2 years. They owed money for the EBU, I think. And they couldn't finance participating in Eurovision. And I'm so happy they came back because they always have, like, it's like their TV channel doesn't have any money for the national final, but when they get to Eurovision, they spare no costs. They put every last penny they have on their annual Eurovision performance, and it shows. Yeah, I'm rooting for Romania to win. Absolutely, I don't care. I love Finland too, but I want this to win. Look at her eyes, says the Romanian guy. I'll go back and do that in a second. Mr. Force7BS says, hello. Alexandra proves she can sing. We knew it. We knew she could sing. Even with a bad sound from the local final in Romania. Again, their TV channel is very poor, so the sound there is never good. But yeah, we knew she could sing. I'm not surprised by that. Maybe the black horse. For me, that's not a black horse because I expected this to be in the top 3 from the second I listened to the. Watch my reaction to Romania. I said this is a deserving winner. Romania will win only if Finland withdraw. Even if Romania will be the only country in the competition, they will still not win. Alexandra was born in the wrong country for this competition. Again, I said it earlier, Mihaela. Any country can win Eurovision, except San Marino. San Marino cannot. But any other country? Oh, and Andorra. This is why they withdrew. The little countries that are not real countries, Andorra, San Marino, what's the third one in France? Monaco. They don't have any chance of ever winning Eurovision. Every other country in Europe, including Luxembourg, which is also not a completely real country, each one has a chance. We've seen impossible countries win before. Estonia, Latvia, 2 years in a row. We've seen, who else? Greece won when they had no money at all. Eurovision is surprising. Any country can win, even Romania. And by the way, I think you would have won in 2008 if you sent Biondo with Shine, and tell me if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should listen to the Selezione Nazionale 2008. Shine by Biondo was supposed to be your representative that year, and I think the judges changed the voting mechanism in the middle of the event to disqualify, like to lower the points for Biondo because they are Swedes and not Romanians, and they didn't want someone from Sweden to represent Romania in Eurovision, which is stupid because they had the best song. But I also loved the same year. Come on. What was that song called? Dr. Frankenstein by Legalia Fraser. Oh, also a Swede. 2 Swedes in 1 year competed on representing you, and none of them was chosen. Okay, let's continue. If jury will be honest, will get her place 1 to 3. I believe they will. The televote is what's keeping you from winning right now, I think. Finland will win, I think, says Mr. Foss, FNBS. I think so too. All vocal coaches said she is the best, said Livius. You mean in The Voice? Someone with a Greek name says, data from Bulgaria is amazing. Dara from Bulgaria. And my total winner of this year. She will not win. But after hearing the revamp of the song, I am hooked. Absolutely. Any Scandinavian country you mean can win? Lithuania never won, but Latvia and Estonia are not Scandinavians. They are Baltic. And they both won. Okay, someone told me to look in her eyes. Come on, stop moving. She's amazing in every single way. I don't know why you wanted me to look at her eyes. She's a bit over made up. Like the makeup is a bit much. But I love everything about this song.
In my roots, in the mud, and I lean my head back, let it out, let it in, let it go of all my sins. In my roots, in the mud, and I lean my head back. Mother Nature, she knows. Mother Nature, she knows. I know that Mother Nature, she knows. Mother Nature, she knows.
This is not an easy song to perform live, and she does it so well. I absolutely love this song. I think it's this can be one of the dark horses of the year because it's very low in the bets, I think, and I love it. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite songs of the year. And it's a year with a lot of beautiful songs, but this is, she's so talented and so personable, like relatable. I like her a lot. I don't know if she's qualifying, but this is the hardest semifinal, so probably not. But I want her to qualify so badly. Mihaela says, no, I don't remember the 2008 song. Go listen to it. The two songs by Swedish artists that participated in Selezione Nazionale that year. Lagelia Fraser with Dr. Frankenstein, and the deserving winners, Biondo with Shine. Go look for it. The version available on YouTube is very low quality, but the sound is good enough for you to understand how amazing that song is. Mr. Force says, I think Czechia is very underrated at Eurovision Song Contest because they are always sending very good songs, and EBU is hating the heart of Europe, I think. I don't know about EBU hating the heart of Europe, but I did say in my reaction to Czechia, they are one of the very few countries that have never had a bad song. They always had good songs in some ways. I didn't like all of them, but all of them were very interesting, very, like, some countries you feel like they just chose the first singer that managed to get 2 votes from the audience. And in Czechia, they make an effort, a real effort, to find a good singer, good writer, write something that actually deserves being in a contest. Even if I don't like the songs, like Luach Notet with Rhythm Inside, I hate that song, but I know that it has a lot of musical merit. And he's a great performer. As much as I hate him, he's a great performer. I would never vote for that, but it was their highest rank ever. And I know why, because it is a very interesting entry. And I do think Czechia is one of the most underrated. I said Czechia is one of my top 4. One of my top 4. I'm not sure what number exactly, but one of the 4. Romania is lucky because the Romanians are spread all over Europe, so we can vote for her. Yeah, you have a lot of immigrants working in other countries, I know, Michaela. Yes, I agree, says Mr. Force. Liviu says, voice not matter like should. If a woman have a beard or a man have a dress, sometimes count more. And there's no one who knows that better than the Austrians with Conchita Wurst. One with both things, like a man playing a woman with a mustache. Okay, let's continue. Czechia!
There's too many ways inside this vicious spider web. Crossroads. Patterns and exceptions in a woven.
I don't remember how old he is, but I know he's quite young and he's a tremendous performer. Tremendous. That confidence, that voice, that riffing. Bjorn thinks it's a non-qualifier. I think you're so wrong. This is the dark horse of the year, even more than Romania. Romania is pretty high in the bets, so no one will be very surprised if they win. Czechia, I think, is going to be one of the top 5. Like, there's no way. If this song is not in the top 5, Eurovision is not even worth watching anymore. Okay? This is real music. This is art. This is perfect. In its own way. He has a stunning, great voice, says the Romanian guy. Yeah, totally agree, of course. Now look at the staging. It's amazing, and Daniel's voice is amazing. Yeah, I agree about everything. I liked the song from the first time I heard the song. I don't know if you watched my reaction video. I didn't even see the video. I only heard because the version that I downloaded without watching, so I don't know what's coming. I need to be surprised by when I react to songs. So I don't watch what I did, I downloaded the songs to my computer, so they play in an inline player that didn't need web access. And I didn't know I downloaded an audio version only with a still image. And even without seeing him or the clip, from the I think 20 seconds into the songs, I already knew I was in love. Like he's something else. Beat JJ anytime, says Livius. It's not the same genre. JJ is an operatic singer. That's not opera. He just has a very high. He sounds more like a woman than JJ. JJ just sounds a bit more manly. Which is funny because he looks like a woman, like a boy, I mean, they both look way younger than they are. But yeah, JJ is a bit more like tenor wise, and he sounds like a woman soprano. Will flop in televote, says Bjorn. You're so wrong. You're so wrong. And if you're right, I'm going to strangle anyone who watches the show and doesn't think about voting for Czechia. This is what the contest exists for. Who do you like more, JJ or Conchita Wurst? I don't like any of them. But I have to say, personally, they are both insufferable. But voice-wise, talent-wise, I think it's a tough one. They are both very, very talented. Personally, they are both insufferable, but they both are so talented. Conchita, whatever his name is, I think it's not Michael. It's like a mundane name. I don't remember. They are both very, very talented singers. The show staging helped a lot, JJ. I actually thought JJ's staging was pretty terrible. I mean, it didn't make use of anything on the stage. I think between the minimalistic stagings, Switzerland was 200,000 times better than JJ. And the fact that JJ got so many points and Switzerland got none from the televote was a disgrace. Okay, let's continue. Elevator.
Follow my rumba, let's go! Till it might not burn the phone. Take my chance to finally.
Okay, someone said earlier about one of the songs being their guilty pleasure this year. This is mine. I know this is a completely garbage song. Musically, it has no merit, but I absolutely love it. Everything about it, the rhythm, the message, the design, the costumes, that elevator thing that he comes out of, the fact he's wearing post-it notes with passwords on them. It's so brilliant. I know musically this doesn't even belong in a contest, but I love this song. And the fact he's so handsome doesn't helps a little bit. Without it, Switzerland was winner, says Livius. Without the staging, I don't think so. Switzerland got 0 points not because of the staging. There was something corrupt there for sure. There could have been no reason for no one to vote for that. I cried when I watched that song. Eurovision is no more Eurovision with Israel and Australia. Yeah, it should be called World Vision. We had Cesar Watu on the ESC in 2013, men's soprano. I think it was horrible. Didn't you say you were Romanian? Cesar was Moldova, wasn't he? Only missing Germany, and we have all the rehearsal clips. Says Bjorn, who says French rehearsal is out too. Okay, I'll look for it after I finish this part. Man, I have no idea what Livius just wrote. I don't even know what language that is. Is that Romanian? Is that Lithuanian? I don't even know what language that is. Let's go on. Okay, not the first time an artist is tied in cables. Not even this year. Romania had cables between Alexandra and the guitarist. But very interesting performance, Switzerland. Let's finish watching the rehearsals and I'll say if I believe this is going to qualify. Austria was last, says Mr. Force. Yeah, of course, they are the host. He said that Utaru said at X Factor that he is Italian. Almost no one likes that guy in Romania. Which guy? Cesar is Romanian, says Mihaela. For some reason, I thought that was Moldova. See, I watched too many Eurovisions and I'm now getting mixed between countries and years. But I remember what you're talking about. Like, he had an extremely high voice, and I hated the song. It was just painful to listen to. Okay, everyone seems to love that song. It's very high in the bets. Everyone around me, like not everyone, but a lot of people around me sing that song every single day. I never understood the lure. I thought the video clip she made with videos of herself when she was like, 10 years old or 8 years old was extremely cute. But the performance is terrible. She sounds tired or sick, or I don't know why. She sounds bad. That doesn't sound good. I think she actually might not qualify, which makes me very happy because I hate the song. Are you going to Vienna next week? No, I can't. I just can't. There are too many reasons, including I didn't know if I would even be out of the army by then. Oh, actually, technically I'm still in the army right now, so I'm not allowed to leave the country. Good staging for Cyprus, but I think the vocal performance decreased. Yeah, I think so too. I also didn't think the staging was that good. It was all right. No, not good. I think Switzerland is so underrated, says Mihaela. I don't think it's underrated. I think it's an all right song. Just not good enough for it doesn't stand out enough for a competition. It's too indie. Let's go on. Did someone mistakenly put Atvara's national final performance in the rehearsals instead of her performance in Vienna? Because it looks exactly the same. I mean, the stage is a bit higher here, and she sounds a bit less. In the national final, she sounded so emotional, and here she sounds like she had some time to practice it, because it's a very personal story, the song, and I could understand why she almost cried when she sang it live on stage for the first time. And now she sounds like she's calmer, and she reaches the notes a bit easier. She sounds a bit less forced. I like that song. I don't know if it's qualifying because it's a very, very slow song with a very minimal, like, the performance is very, it's not minimalistic, but you don't see almost anything. There's Atvara, her child shadow, and the glasses around her, and everything else is black completely. Like, I don't think it qualify, but I have to finish watching the rest. Mr. Mad says, the first time I rooted for my country was when Ruslana performed in 2004, so you're from Ukraine, then for Jamala, and now for Lelika. She's absolutely incredible, her voice, her soul, her energy. I hated Ruslana in 2004. I think it's one of the least worthy winners ever. I think that competition was corruptly given away to Ukraine. It was very clear from the way the competition looked. The EBU made Ukraine win that year. They didn't win because they were the best. They won because the EBU gave it to them. But yeah, Jamala, I voted for her too. And Lelika, I won't be mad if she wins. I love that song. Mr. Fall says, well, I do. I'm from Slovakia, so Vienna is very close to us. Yeah, right next door. She fills the entire space and immerses you in the generic code of Ukrainian folklore. Want every European to listen to her with their soul and mind and truly connect with the lyrics. Are we talking about Atvara or Lelika now? She resonates with everyone who is constantly trying for the true self, fighting for the true self, for their individuality and inner strength. Yeah, those glass pieces look good. Yeah, it's a very good use of AR. That's it's not just a gimmick. It communicates with a backstory of the song. Mihaela says, about vocals for Antigone, I just found funny the fact that somebody said in a comment she's Shakira from Team. I wouldn't go that far, but as long as it's not me saying it, I won't say it's wrong.
Kroppen skriger, kan du høre den? Jeg burde sige nej, sagde det var sidste gang, men du har mig. Ja, du har mig. Du er så syrlig, du smelter på min tunge, helt ustyrlig. Jeg er så freaking dum, men du har mig. Ja, du har mig.
This part, I'm going to make myself angry now. Let's see if part 4 is out. Not yet, so we'll watch the shorts. I love Denmark's song. I think it's one of the greatest pop songs this year, or actually of this decade. It's absolutely beautiful. His performance Son's performance in the national final was brilliant. this is vocally just no. It will qualify for sure, but in the final, I'm not sure that if he sings like this in the contest, he's not going to be in the top 10. And it's too bad because I want him to be in the top 5. But this vocal performance isn't worth top 10. Too bad because I do love this song. Do you think afternoon preview is a good choice? What? What is an afternoon preview? Let's see what we have here that we didn't see yet. Switzerland, Latvia, Bulgaria, Azerbaijan, Luxembourg, Paloma Rumba. Okay, we have Australia here. Then we have Albania here. Norway, Ukraine, Italy, UK, Malta, Cosmo, Austria. Oh, in France. Okay. Let's watch them one by one. What? Wait! Wasn't ready. Oh. To make that fill the screen, I have to do this. And now you can watch it in a good size. Okay, France. Let's go France. She's so good. Something? They changed the backing vocals a lot. There are 2 layers. There's a choir, and then there's like 2 or 3 men and a woman singing, I think, in the hall. And it sounds so odd. I do love the song. I hope she reaches very, very high. She is ranked like 3rd, I think, in the odds for a very good reason. Let's see what you're saying here. For Denmark, says Meti, the Iranian guy. What for Denmark? France is a lot better. I agree. This performance is a lot better than Sorn's. Sorry.
I'll meet you here. Now don't be shy. I'll keep holding on to you after all of this time, too, and only you. Miskin men och pali, miskin men och ek. Irbat till bataljan, janna valet. Och klyftlig hon sens, din hossidinja durbinia.
Oh my god, yeah, that was good. The high note at the end. I love that song from the first time I heard it. It was my favorite before all the other songs came out because it was one of the first 5 to be released, I think. No, the second 5. I kind of forgot about it later, and then I remembered it again in the last couple of weeks. It's an amazing song, and I hope it goes much higher than it is in the odds, because this is an absolute beauty. And it reminds me, like I said, of Valentina Moneta's entry from 2012, was it? Querida. The same style. It's, I love it. On the 16th of May, Wiener Stadthalle is not going to host one show but two: the live broadcast and the afternoon preview. Oh, the judges preview, and a day before, an evening preview of the grand final. Are there two previews? That's crazy. Relate about you said that everybody have a chance. Odds are somehow relevant, but bookmakers don't quote well what song can win. That's why Finland have 1.01. People don't bet on it. They put money for places 3, 4, 5 in odds and will vote for what they paid. So we shouldn't underestimate the power of 10 millions of gamblers. I wish gamblers didn't have any effect on a contest, but I guess we live in a I think for me, the existence of betting sites like Polymarket and Kalshi and whatnot has completely ruined reality, because instead of just trying to make a difference in the real world, people just bet on everything now. It's sick. It's a sick habit. Stop betting, people. Betting is a bad habit. It doesn't help the world. It ruins it. This is going to happen with both the semifinals too. So 9 shows total. Wow. I don't envy those singers. I cannot even sing one song. They have to sing the same song like 100 times in a week. This is, yeah. Even, I think Daniel Žižka said in an interview to the Eurovision podcast that at some point his own song, he got tired of it because he sang it so many times in the last 10 months that it's just, you grow tired of it. If I had a good enough voice to represent Israel in Eurovision, what I would do is sing the song in the national final and then go to a tour around Europe. And in every country I would visit, I would sing one of their own Eurovision songs, not mine, because then there is nothing to vote for in the Eurovision because you've heard it 100 times. Like if you go to a country and have 3 different channels you go to on TV in one night and then 2 radio stations the next afternoon, and you sing the same song 5 times to the same audience, they grow tired of it. Not to mention the singer. So if I would ever to represent any country in Eurovision, I would not sing my own song in my tour. I would sing other people's songs. I think that's the best thing that can be done in a tour like this. Yeah, I think it's well known. I hate that song. I think if Eurovision had a pre-qualification these days, like it had in the 90s when ex-Soviet countries started joining and making the contest too long, this song would be rejected, like Germany's song from 96. It doesn't deserve to be on any stage, especially not Eurovision. And you can see on his face that he knows it. He just sings it because he already chose the song. I think he regrets ever writing this thing. Like his face is, He probably wrote this song while being drunk, and now when he's sober or half sober, he understands what a tremendous error that was, and he will be remembered all over the world for this nonsense. The guy from Romania says, yes, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday there will be the previews, only press allowed, no recordings or lives allowed. The jury will vote at those previews. Yeah, I know that the jury votes on a different event. UK is an unqualifier also. Doi Drumetti, they are not qualifying anything because they are already in the final. Oh yeah, Mr. Forrest, thank you for making that point before I got there. Let's go on.
Saremo io e te per sempre, legati per la vita, che senza te non vale niente, non ha senso vivere. Con la mano sul petto io te lo prometto, davanti a Dio saremo
A bit rough.
e te a così sarà per sempre sì.
I like this song a lot. I don't know if a song that sounds so 80s can qualify. It's pre-qualified. If it can get to the top 10. Italy is usually the best performing country of the top 5 or 6, whatever. No, top 4. Big four. This year, I think France will be the top performer of the big 4. Germany is not going anywhere. UK is definitely not going anywhere. Spain has withdrawn. Yeah, I forgot that. My bad, says the guy from Romania. Or on televote, Italy will be voted by older people more than the youngsters. Yeah, that's completely right. Makes sense. This song, if you're under 30 years old, you probably think this sounds very bad. Luckily for me, I grew in the last few years that these songs were popular, or this type of voice. Like today, a guy with a voice like Sal's wouldn't be accepted into The Voice or X Factor or whatever, or Got Talent. He would be disqualified on the audition. Because this song today is not, people don't respect that kind of voice. But yeah, in the days of no microphones and just booming voices that should fill the room naturally, that was a voice to be reckoned with. Don't worry, the 0 points from the public for England. Yeah, naturally, it happens every year. They know it. Except years when they bring people that are famous on TikTok. Like this guy is, what's his name? Not Max, not Michael. Sam. In 2022, they had Sam Ryder. And this is Sam... something else. Sam... don't remember his name. But he is getting, like... I heard that young people love him on YouTube and TikTok. I don't know why, because he makes garbage music. And he's ugly as well as hell. Like, personally and physically. I don't see why anyone would like him. His whole face says I'm a douche. Let's go on.
Wish you nuovo d'olio. Wish you when we close our fears and turn all our woes to cheers. I know the roots still carry water.
I'm surprised. I didn't think there was any chance she could be even better than she was in the national final in Ukraine. But yeah, this is like 3 levels better, which was already very high. Wow. She might be the dark horse of the year. Leleka from Ukraine. If she wins, I'll be very happy. Like, there are several songs this year that are not in my top 3, but are so good that if they happen to win, I'll be very happy. Like, there are a lot of good contenders. Not a lot, but several. After Italy's last video, he jumped in odds. Wedding vibe bring attention. Yeah. Romania number 1, La Eurovision, says Adelina something. Adelina Radulescu. Or Romanian name. For me too, like, Romania is my winner. Like, I know Finland is going to win, but if I was able to choose another winner, I would choose Romania. Yes, she can sing, says the other Romanian guy about Leleka. She feels the song also, yeah. I mean, it is just like last year, a song about a call for Ukrainians who fled because of the war to come back home and rebuild the country. Even though the war is technically not over yet, but I think it's a bit better now, right? Like, most of the country isn't being bombed every single day like it was in 2023 and 4. Looks more from Earth, says Livius. What do you mean? Leleka, it's voice and soul, says Mr. Mads. You're Ukrainian, so of course you love it. But yeah, I love it too. Sarah Sousa. Yeah, Sarah Sousa. Hi from Portugal. Hi. How do you say hello in Portuguese? Not a dio. Come on, I knew it. Hola, hola. Let's go on. You missed, Sarah, you missed my earlier comments about Portugal. I guess you already know them because you probably watched my original reaction, but I said, I don't think it will qualify for the final because people that are not me are not going to vote for it. But if I could pick a song from the first semi-final to say, I give him a golden ticket, like a golden ticket in the Got Talent competition to qualify, Portugal gets that golden ticket from me. I would just send them straight to the final. Let's get the next song. This is so pathetic.
You've been thinking about love, how it got you so low. Baby, I'm an animal, I got no self-control.
This is a tough one. I think Jonas is a great performer. He has charisma, he has charm, he has a great voice. But the song is so boring. So boring. No way, borderline at best. Yeah, I agree. Some music is just noise, says Livius. This is not noise, but it's just boring. It's not. No. There's no. I don't hate the song, but I don't love it either. It's just a song. A mundane song. Okay, is there anyone from Australia in the feed? I guess not, because it's the middle of the night for you guys. But I'm sorry to say this, but this is not qualifying. I know people think she's going to be the dark horse of the year and get to the top 3. Not going to happen. This is a classic case of what was the other girl's name? I love her song. What was the name? Yeah, Doidrumeti. I completely agree. Delta's performance is subpar, just like, what was her name? Jessica Mowboy in 2018, was it? And both of them are huge divas in Australia. Both of them judge in music competitions on Australian TV. I think Delta is in The Voice and Jessica is in X Factor or something like that. Both of them very capable singers in the past. Both of them in Eurovision did not come in the best game, with our best game. The performances are just them standing on the stage and singing because they are divas, so it makes sense. But both of them, I mean, with Australia, it's a funny thing. When they send young singers like what was his name? Noah in 2017 or 18, and a year before that they have Damiim. The young Australians give much better performances than the more experienced Australian singers. They were perfect vocally. Although no one comes close to, I mean, Noah does, but no one, I mean, the Australian song I loved the best was "We Got Love" by Jessica Mowboy, but I know why it was one of their worst entries ever, because she was vocally pretty bad. But I love the song. I like, when I'm alone in my house, you'll find me singing that song at least once a month. Absolutely love that song. It's one of the most joyful songs I've ever heard. If I'm feeling down and I need something to cheer me up, "We Got Love" by Jessica Mowboy is one of the first things I enter in the YouTube search box. An absolute pleasure. And this song is a good song, but she doesn't sound good. Nobody, just not because I'm Ukrainian, believe 2025 I hate song, but this touched my soul so deep. Did you hate last year's song? I loved it. I expect, I read that. Is a safe place 5 no more? Livius, I think you're very wrong. This is borderline qualifying. Borderline. Karaki Bonk 1662 says, "Fuck, I'm so late here." Yes, you are. I'm almost finished. This is the last song. Sorry, but I'm listening to that again. Albania was one of the last bottom three in the bets until very recently. I think now they are like around 28 or something. Like they went like 5-6 places up. I think this is such an underrated song. I loved it from the first second, and this version sounds even better than the original. He's a great singer. The choir is great. And the fact they added subtitles in Eurovision will help them qualify for the final. In the final, I don't know how high it's going to be, but it's qualifying for sure, like 100% certain. This song is qualifying. I'm willing to bet this is going to be one of the best results Albania has ever had. And it's totally deserving. What's your favorite rehearsal video yet? Asks the late guy. I think I have 3. Estonia, Bulgaria, and what was the third one? There was another one. Estonia, Bulgaria, and what was the third one that had a major revamp? Like the videos I liked the most here was the videos where the performance in Eurovision is going to be. Oh, I didn't watch Austria yet.
Du kannst mir vertrauen. Hier ist alles erlaubt. Wir haben uns doch lang genug versteckt. Und alle wollen einen Tanzschein. Sie wollen wie wir sein. Doch ohne Tanzschein. Wenn sie Tiere bleiben, haben sie einen Tanzschein.
Okay, another very serious revamp. Several songs made major revamps to Eurovision this year. Oh, what's this? Oh, Germany. I haven't heard Germany as well. So this is...
I'm on fire, fire. You're a liar, liar. Stop the lying, lying, no lying, lying no more. Like a vampire you hide. Come on at night. Stop the lying, lying, no lying, lying no more. I'm on fire, fire. Stop the lying, lying, no lying, lying no more. Like a vampire you hide. Come on at night. Stop the lying.
Okay, she actually sounds worse here than she sounded in the National final. She does sound pretty good, but this is not going to be far to go far. This is going to be in again another song which is automatically in the final and going to be in the last 6, so in the last 5, so under 20. It's going to be with a 2 as the left digit. Yeah, I agree. Disappointing. I mean, I didn't expect anything from this song. By the way, when I watched the song for the first time, I said I knew the name Sarah Engels from years ago from Deutschland sucht den Superstars. And then when I watched her, I said she's way too young to be that same Sarah Engels. But she is. It's the same Sarah Engels. And she was married to Pietro Lombardi, I think his name is, which is also from Deutschland sucht den Superstars. They were in the same season. They were married. They divorced. It's funny that I know both of them. Couldn't stand both of them, but I know their names. Yeah, not going to go far, this song. Olivia says Australia is quoted on place 1 in semi 2. That was probably before the rehearsals, right? After this rehearsal, she doesn't deserve any 1-digit place in semi 2. And this is the tougher semi-final. No way I got the tag of the late guy. You were very late. You made you even declared you were late, and even added a curse word at the start. Also, Germany was just uploaded. Don't know if you reacted. No, I have. So what is your top 3? It's so tough, Mihaela. Germany for me is disappointing, says the guy from Romania. Again, I didn't expect anything from that because I hate that song. I don't think it's... I mean, hate. I think it's a mundane song to hear in the radio. I wouldn't look for it on YouTube to listen to it. Never. Because it has nothing. Nothing. It's just a most generic song that Cyprus has sent it 100 times by now. There's nothing going for it. Okay, so is there anything else I haven't reacted to? Let's check again. Is there anything new? No, I have watched everything now. So now I'll go to the second semi-final, and I'll tell you first my top 10 and then what I think will qualify. Romania is second in community in second semi-final. For me, it's first. Overall. Okay, my favorite 10 from the second semi-final. Okay, Romania, easy number 1. Czechia, easy number 2. Ukraine, number 3. Albania, number 4. Malta, number 5. Bulgaria, number 6, which I don't believe I'm even saying. I was against this song even taking part in Eurovision. Latvia, number 7. Sorry, I skipped Denmark. Latvia, number 7. Denmark, number 7. Latvia, number 8. I'm confused. Wait a second. Let's restart. Romania 1. Czechia 2. Ukraine 3. Albania 4. Malta 5. Oh, I forgot Luxembourg. It's so hard. This is the toughest semi-final of this year, not of this last year's. I don't know. I'll tell you my overall 10, okay? My overall favorite 10 of this semi-final. Bulgaria, Romania, Luxembourg, Czechia, Armenia, Latvia, Denmark, Ukraine, Albania, and Malta. That's 10, exactly. I can't decide on the ranking right now, but these are the 10 I want to qualify. What will qualify, I think, Bulgaria, Romania, Czechia, Armenia, Cyprus, Latvia, Denmark, Australia, Ukraine, and Albania, Malta, and Norway. Norway is barely borderline. And between Malta and Albania, what is going to qualify? It's tough to... I mean, it's not my choice, but I don't know. I think in the bets, Malta is higher than Albania currently, if I remember correctly. Let's move to this so the chat is bigger on the screen. And now it's just us. No video. Livia says Cyprus, that move on chair when she opened her legs with will be iconic. Yeah, there's one like this every year. The late guy says, you really like Romania? Yes, I really like Romania. I mean, Didn't you see my original reaction? I love it. I think it should win. It's better than Finland, in my opinion. I also love Finland, but I love Romania more. The performances are all live, says Helen. Yeah, I got that at some point. The first ones sounded like playbacks. They were too good to be true. Too epic to be true. You can use Eurovision scoreboard app to keep the tops. I'm not downloading it now, but I will do it tomorrow. And I will have in one of my lives, either tomorrow or Monday, I will try to rank all of the songs. I think I'll have 2 rankings. One will be, first I'll do a tier list style ranking. So not first, second, third. I'll have like 5 or 6 tiers, and I'll put the songs in the tier list. Are you gonna vote for Romania? I mean, I'll say that I would vote for Romania, absolutely. The problem is, in Israel, usually the song I vote for doesn't. What happens is the lines in Israel are very busy because the TV company doesn't rent enough capacity to take all the calls, and then they charge you money, but your vote doesn't count. And it costs a lot of money in Israel to vote for Eurovision. So I stopped voting a few years ago because I said, I'm not paying money so that my song doesn't get points. It doesn't work like that. If you charge me for nothing, that's unfair. I won't give money to the corrupt broadcasting corporation, which already gets 600 million shekels of my money, which is like $200 million per year, more than the budget of all the other TV channels in Israel combined. I mean, not combined, but almost. And I have to pay again for nothing, so I don't vote at all. But I will encourage my friends who do want to pay money to the corrupt broadcasting corporation to vote for Romania. Yeah, I'll be encouraging my friends to vote for Romania, Czechia, and what was the third one I wanted? Croatia, of course. Romania, Croatia, and Czechia. The votes should be really cheap because most of the broadcast channels are funded by government already from our money. Exactly my point. And you know what annoys me the most? The votes have different prices in different countries. So if you vote in Israel, you pay every year it's something else. But I think right now it's 5 shekels per vote, which is like $1.50. Or €1.50. In Switzerland, you pay €0.50 to vote. Sorry, no, not €0.50. I think last year it was 20 rappen, which is a rappen is a bit less than a euro cent. So what, 18 euro cents? That's cheap, considering. I mean, it should be free, but it's way cheaper than €1 per vote. Livius, you're welcome. I guess you're from Romania, right? Yeah. I think a lot of people hate me because I'm honest and I don't say good things about, like, I see so many reactioneers just loving everything, and you can't love everything. There's 35 songs per year now. There has to be, like, you can't love everything. It's impossible that everything is beautiful. Or like the Lego song, everything is awesome. There has to be better things and worse things. So I'm honest. I always say what I think is better and what I think is worse. And I think Romania is, the best song of the year. Romania, Czechia, and Croatia. 3 of those that I cannot stop listening to them. It's 3 songs that I absolutely love. In Romania is also €1 to vote, and it makes no sense because we're poorer than Switzerland. Exactly. I get it. I will laugh. I will vote. I have to vote for Alexandra. Mihaela, where do you live? Oh, but I live in England. Yeah, vote for Alexandra. Okay, great. Everyone here, if you vote for Alexandra Capitanescu, Alexander, Daniel Zizka, or Leleka, I'll love you. I'll thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this contest about music and not just voting for your neighbors. I think your pronunciation was so on point. What part of my pronunciation? Oh, I'm guessing you mean Alexandra Pitanescu? I'm voting for Leleka, says the Romanian guy. Also, great choice. Great choice. I mean, she's not in my top 3, but she's in my top 5. So, yeah. Absolutely amazing song. She will be mad at me for sharing this, but she doesn't watch my channel, and I hope she'll never know I shared this. My aunt used to send us messages every year during Eurovision Song Contest and say she lived in Switzerland, and every year, I voted for Israel now. I voted for Israel. My husband voted for Israel. We all voted for Israel. And I said, I know you're Jewish and you support your country, but there are better ways to support your country than paying for a stupid song to win a stupid contest, regardless of if it's good music or not. Most of our songs were not worthy of winning Eurovision, including the ones that won in the last 30 years. Like, I think Toy was an unworthy winner, and Diva was an unworthy winner. And I think voting for a country just because you're from there or from, like, your parents were from there is no. Listen to the music and vote for the best sounding song. It's a song contest. It's not a nationality contest. The whole point of Eurovision is not being nationalistic. It was one of the post-Second World War ideas of uniting Europe, making the contest care and making the continent care about something else than nationality. So you have a national representative, but what you should care for is the quality of the music. As long as nobody votes for Finland, Romania has a chance. I think Romania has a chance anyway. Who wins? Asks Give One Getten or Mashuk or something like that. I think Finland is going to win, but I want Romania to win. Or at least the that's really your favorite, that brings you joy. Yeah, exactly. Karaki bonch, I assume, right? Wow, I think this is my longest live session ever. It's almost 3 hours now, right? Yeah, 2 hours 52 minutes in 5 seconds. Honestly, I'm amazed you are all still here. As long as a semifinal. What? Oh right, semifinal is 3 hours. Yeah. Thank you, Doitorumeti. How do you say thank you in Romania? In Romanian, I think. No, I know this. I know this. I don't remember. When will it be tomorrow? That's a great question. Mulțumesc, right? Mulțumesc. Or is it mulțumesc with that sign under the T? I dream of a fair song contest in the future when nationality not matter, just a song. Livius, I'm right there with you. If you start a song contest that competes with Eurovision and is not about nationality and it's just about the songs, I'll be there with you. It says TZ, so mulțumesc. Well, my. The funny thing is that Finland is the favorite, but secretly everyone is watching Alexandra according to the fact that she has the most views almost everywhere. Really? I'm going to check that now, Mihaela. Yep, that's right. So mulțumesc. Let's see the view numbers. Where can I see it? Let's see if I... Wow, Germany and France were only uploaded like, what, half an hour ago, and already over 10k views each one, and Austria too. Ukraine 31,000. Wow. Armenia 66,000. Australia 53,000. Luxembourg 62,000. That's surprising. Azerbaijan 63,000. That's odd. I didn't think anyone gave a damn about that song. Denmark 65,000. Bulgaria 117,000. That's amazing. Latvia 47,000. Cyprus 147,000. That's a lot. Romania 110,000. That's not the most views. That's third place, I think, right? After Cyprus and Bulgaria. Yeah, Cyprus and Bulgaria are leading over Romania. But I think Alexandra is the third. Right? Is there anyone else higher? Israel is getting very close. Oh, Finland has more. 131,000. So Romania are a fourth. No, Croatia, 150,000. It makes me very happy that Croatia has more than Finland. Georgia 91,000. That's surprising. Oh my freaking god. You are so freaking dumb. Greece have 168,000. I think that's the most we've seen so far for rehearsal. Yeah. But it's also one of the first 3 that were uploaded, so they had the most time online. So Romania, according to the official Eurovision channel in the rehearsal views, Romania is not leading. It's in the top 10. I wish you a good night, says Livius. Good night. Yeah, there's Mihaela says, thank you, mulțumesc. Karakibonch says, yeah, Alexandra's rehearsal video had the most views on YouTube like 6 hours ago. The other Romanian guy says, also Alexandra has the most reactions. I watched at least 100 in the last month. Please check. What, the reactions? Because the views of the rehearsal videos, Alexandra is like number 6 or 7. Not on shorts. Oh, I mean, it's pretty late for me, and for me, Sunday is a work day, so I have to go to sleep soon. Yair, did you listen Alexandra live in Bucharest? No, not yet. But I did listen to the acoustic version, I think it was, in the Eurovision channel. It was beautiful. All the YouTube people reacting to her videos, they have the most views. Let's see. Is my reaction to Romania my top-rated video of the year? I think it's the second one. Let's see. I'm checking my view statistics now. Portugal, almost 11,000. Romania, almost 10,000, so not the highest. Right now it's the second. But I think, yeah, Croatia has 14,000. So in my channel, Romania is the third highest viewed video. Croatia is your first, I guess. Yeah, it is. Check her views from all the Eurovision parties, and I said almost the most views. Yeah. I mean, it does make me happy that she has a lot of views, because I love this song. I also love Croatia, but yeah. I think if you take into account the fact that Alexandra's genre is way more suitable for Eurovision, way more popular in Eurovision, she has a better chance than Croatia, even if they beat her in the views. So Bucharest 2027. I'll be happy if that happens. I'll be very happy. Yeah, 3 hours have passed. I think this is where I yeah, wrap things up. So tired. Oh, someone asked when is my live tomorrow. Because it's a work day, I'm not sure. Good night, noapte bună. Noapte bună. Am I pronouncing it anywhere close to correctly? Noapte bună. Live with turquoise carpet. No, I'm not doing the turquoise carpet. It bores me. It's not an interesting event for me. I don't understand the allure of the turquoise carpet. Not close, but exactly. Oh, thanks. That makes me very happy. Check Wee Wee blogs. I don't like them, but okay. Wee Wee blogs.com. Wait a second. What do? Oh, you mean the views for the reactions? Yeah, you and me both. I think they are a great example of what I said earlier. They love everything. Everything is great. Everything is perfect. Everything is... It's so fake in my opinion. למה אתה עדיין ער? אתה לא אמרת לי שאתה חוזר לעבודה? They are so annoying, I'm sorry. Did I say... I mean, you don't have to apologize to me. I couldn't agree more. Mirela Scarlat says good night. Was very nice to be here with you. But you must listen, Alexandra, in Bucharest live. You know what? This year, I intend to do post-Eurovision reaction videos to things that have been requested to react to during the season. So if you add a comment under the video, not in the live chat, but in the comment section, I will try to get to all those comments and react to everything that I've been asked to by commenters after Eurovision ends. So in the next few weeks, I'll do reaction videos to Eurovision adjacent songs and videos. תנחש, אני מנחש שלא, לפי העובדה שאתה ער עכשיו. My brother, for some reason, decided that he will write in Hebrew in the chat. Go in the comment section so the videos can also get engagements. I'll check tomorrow from time to time to see if you come live. I don't want to miss that. It really was a pleasure. Mulțumesc. I can say that one thing. I'll announce the live during the morning hours. So I'll get to work in the morning. I'll see how much work there is to be done, and then I'll decide when I'm coming back home and getting ready to go live. And then you'll have, if you subscribe to my channel, of course, and do all those things. Is that the right button? No, it's this button. If you go there and do all those things, subscribe and... Oh, I have to do this first. Wait. Yeah. Let's do that again. Let's remove this so I can move my finger. And again, the call to action. If you go subscribe so you get notifications, like, you can dislike and tell me why in the comments, share, and you can also donate to help me get a new, better looking camera. And if you subscribe, you will get notified tomorrow before I go live. So whenever I decide when I go live, I'll have a YouTube page created for the live stream, and you will get notified. So let's put the chat back on so I can say goodnight to everyone. I did subscribe, so you will get notified. Oh, okay. איך אתה מעז לשחק Heroes בלעדיי חצוף? Good night, and yes, you are saying it correctly. Thank you. Germany, Cyprus, and Bulgaria have the top views. Everybody understands why. Yeah, because Germany has the most people, and they are completely obsessed about Eurovision. Cyprus and Bulgaria, Cyprus because of the leg opening probably, and Bulgaria, yeah, same reason. She's a very, very pretty lady. Even a gay guy like me can see that. And of course, Finland is the cherry on top. Yeah. Okay, this is where we say goodnight. תודה רבה באמת. תודה. וזה למרות שהשנה אתה לא איפה היית בשנה שעברה? באיזה מלון באילת? Okay. I think this is all for tonight. I'll see you, I hope to see you all tomorrow again for my first ranking of the songs, the tier list, and another live chat. Thank you all for being here. Mulțumesc, Dankeschön. What other countries did I have here? We had Romania, Croatia. We had people from Ukraine. Spasibo, I guess in Ukrainian. And yeah, thank you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's end this before I continue another hour because I can. Portugal, I guess. Yeah, I had people from Portugal. In Portugal, it's obrigado. Obrigado. Okay. See you all hopefully tomorrow. Bye.